Hello, I'm Philip Stoten. I'm at Apex 2014 in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm joined by Will Crist from Apex FA. Will, great to see you again.
Appreciate it, Phil.
You've been run ragged this week. A busy guy. Is that a good thing?
Yeah, it's a great thing. I didn't even think I was going to get over here for the interview because it was just back to back to back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we just did fantastic. I almost lost my voice. I've pitched so many people in a short period of time. So, our product line, as you know, comes over from Korea. We have all Korean manufacturers, and it's really starting to gain some traction.
Yeah. And what have they come looking for?
There are really two major items. One, of course, is the stencil printer. We have SJ Intertech stencil printer, and it's got 4 or 5 features that basically no one else in the industry's currently got. Just in terms of core construction, it's extremely rugged. 4.5-inch conveyor rails. Their thinking is that basically the PCB transport is kind of the guts of the printer.
Yeah.
And so by doing that, you have significantly less offset over time, so your accuracy and your repeatability is significantly more. The other thing is they have a side hugging system, which for some of our competitors is a $10,000 option. It comes standard with the printer. It's very, very unique. The under stencil cleaning system is also really very impressive. It has basically 2 to 4 times the contact area that our competitors do, and you can also program the disposable paper down to 10 millimeters. So now you basically have twice the contact area, right? And you're using half the paper per swipe. So in long-term runs, etc., that's very important.
Yeah, and that's interesting because that's a really pretty aggressive market at the moment. There is, there are traditional players. There are some newer Chinese players coming in, supported by some global players.
I heard one of our customers say that it used to really be. The printer market used to really just be 2 printers, and now it's closer to 5. And I think that's a pretty accurate statement. And I think we're very fortunate that SJ clearly is in the mix of that. In terms of software, it's extremely user-friendly. It's got a pace check timer on it. So if you have a really demanding application and your manufacturer really has some extremely strict time limits for how long the solder paste can be exposed to the air, you can either have a flashing alarm or it can program it to shut down. So it's pretty slick. Squeegee calibration on the fly is also kind of a unique item. Most of the printers, you have to set the squeegee to the edge of the stencil to calibrate it. It's not required. And then of course the thing that really drags a lot of people over is the onboard true 3D inspection. It's just, no one's ever seen it. Other people have tried to do it, been unable to kind of engineer it all in the same package. So you've got a Pemtron camera on there using Moray technology with a dual light source. The algorithm is phase measuring profilometry. So you basically have only 2 3D SPI manufacturers in the world that actually measure accurately below the reference plane, and one of them is on our printer. So you have true closed loop feedback with that. So it's a very, very compelling offering. So when people start looking at, number one, the ruggedness, durability, the user-friendly options, and then you've got just the software is just fantastic.
And
so it's been very, very.
And a price tag to attract people's attention?
That's exactly right. Our 2D printer is about $75,000. That's fully loaded out the door, which most of our competitors, it's bumps and features, right? And the 3D printer is $150. Fully. Some of our competitors are fully loaded printers, $130 to $150 without that capability. So it's very attractive. It's very attractive.
Makes sense. What else? What else have they been looking at?
Well, we represent Moray Pick and Place. As you know, Moray's kind of been in and out of the country a little bit, and so. But when people take the time to look at the pick and place machine itself, forget who the name is, right? I say just forget the label,
ignore the brand.
Just look at them all. You got all your major players in our segment, right? And just look at it. You have fully blown. Everything is linear motors, overhead gantry. All our feeders are intelligent electronic. Our 8mm feeder is $695. No one comes close to that. It's all homegrown technology. It doesn't require regular calibration. And the software is just fantastic. It's got full-blown MPI on it. New product introduction. It's got automatic place failure alert. It's got the pick start for board. So for an operator, basically very user-friendly functions. So and again, we're undercutting the market on price. So we're hurting some feelings out there.
But if you're, and just to clear up, if people are concerned about the brand having been in the market and then being back out, how do you answer that one?
It's there's no doubt about it. There's occasionally tough sledding. We got a few orphan accounts out there from when Moray was with Quad and then Tyco, and they both basically shut down. And so those customers are left high and dry. So we renew the relationships with them. But the biggest thing is that the owner of our company, Mr. Wong, is an extremely successful businessman. This is actually his smallest company. So in this market, that's his smallest company. So he's very well positioned to be in this in the long run.
Yeah. And your reputation speaks volumes of the service and support. Anyway,
right.
So
that's exactly right. That's a key element. Service is key element because it's a really long-term relationship.
Yeah. So lots of people coming by, but where have they been coming from? Mainly from North America, or have you seen some people purchasing for Central and South?
I think the bulk of our traffic today was all North America. Quite a few from Mexico.
Okay.
But really all North America was our traffic. And of course, all the way, border to border from Virginia, Montreal, all the way down to LA.
Okay, and mix of end user sectors, automotive, medical, the whole lot.
The whole enchilada. Basically, the SJ printer can go into any factory. It builds every LG product in the world. It's in Foxconn factories in Russia, Brazil, and China.
Wow.
And so we're also introducing it to some of the largest manufacturers here based in the U.S.
Yeah.
It's doing extremely well. So it's a wide range.
Yeah, and particularly flying well with the contract manufacturers by the sounds of it.
Absolutely. Yeah. They're our bread and butter. There's no doubt about it.
Excellent. Will, thanks for the update.
Oh,
thanks
thank
for
you
stopping
so much,
by.
Phil. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.